Hello, hello, hello. We in. I'm here. I've just got to get in. Because, you know, he says, here I am. I'm here. I'm the only one here. No one else is here. But anyway, Welsh is in, and so is Flaherty. How is everybody? Yeah, everyone good? That's good to know. Glad everyone's hanging on in quiet desperation. Enjoying your lockdown, are you? Enjoying it, are you? Yeah. Enjoying your lockdown? Good. Glad you're enjoying your lockdown. Shrove Tuesday today. That means it's Ash Wednesday tomorrow. Lent. What are you giving up for Lent? I'm giving up smoking again because it's the easiest one to do. Shane is in. He says, hey. Hey, Shane. So yeah, if you've... it's just us, Jack. Just us. We're on Jack Jones. Bigger bong. Munton's in. Blimey, he's early tonight. But I mean, it's Shrove Tuesday. So I uploaded the old pancake video. Like the old days. That pancake video is like 3 years old. Can you believe that? It was done in 2018. Whoa. Be careful. Okay. Ow. Hot. Very hot. Thank you.
That's right.
And the door magically closes. And now it's open again. You turn it all off. Yeah. Is it all off?
Yeah.
You should check his phone. See what's on the phone. Shouldn't we?
We should.
Yeah, we should. Yeah. I'm still doing Periscope. Why is Periscope? You know, Periscope's closing at the end of March.
Is it?
Yeah. And they still do. Twitter still does this Periscope. I thought they'd closed it down. It keeps telling everyone to switch to Twitter. So there you go. Blimey, some people are in. Pegasus is in. There's my groove bit. I don't know. I've not really taken much notice of it this week. Steady, I suppose it's steady. Renee's in. Martin says, I actually given up YouTube for Lent. Good for you. Well, that's good. Karen says, good evening. This is Karen from the States. They're a subscriber. Well, that's good to know. I don't care much for subscribers. You know, don't subscribe. Don't bother. It doesn't bother me. You're looking at somebody who had 20,000 subs and I deleted the channel just to prove a point. Because it's meaningless. YouTube is meaningless. It is utterly meaningless to do this. So there we go. Trilam says, curious what you think of the Smiths. Do you like any songs by them? Only How Soon Is Now. That's about it. Paul says, good evening. Good evening, Paul. Pegasus he likes the pancake video. They were nice. Well, those were old pancakes, but the pancakes tonight. If you follow me on Twitter, you know I did post a picture of today's pancakes. It was a positive stack of pancakes. So we did that because it's Shrove Tuesday. Look at the head on that. For it's Shrove Tuesday, and we do pancakes. So yeah, that was a thing. That's something to do, isn't it? Andrew Crane, not Andy Crane. Andrew Crane. Andrew says, I've not been on one of these streams before. Thought I'd give it a go. Well, Andrew, welcome. You know, let me take your live stream virginity. I will be gentle. I will bring lube. You can trust me. Experienced man. I will be gentle with you in the live stream. Don't worry. So just brace yourself. Lie back and think of England if you can. Walsh says that they're not fans on Periscope. Seize control. It looks like it. Well, you get some. This is the weird thing because you do get quite a few. I get about, I don't know. It depends. 50 playbacks. And I think that's a lot considering it's a bit of a niche platform. You know, there's nobody there. You know, again, it's a strange place because there's no real communication. You know, it's not like this, or people leave. Sometimes people leave comments on the live streams afterwards, but there's nothing. There's no feedback, and it's a very strange, airless, place. But I put it there because some people still use it. So hi Periscopers, your time is soon up. I think it's being migrated from, again, what the email thing, the message says. It sounds like it's just been integrated into Twitter, so it's just going to stream straight to Twitter rather than Periscope, because they're owned by Twitter. Periscope and Twitter are like Facebook and Instagram. One day I will post on Instagram. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with it. What do I do with it? Well, I've been grooving to. Today I grooved to the Beauty of Winona, or For the Beauty of Winona, by Daniel Lenoir, because it was reissued last year on smoky vinyl, and I thought, wow, I haven't heard that. Well, I've got it in the archive, but I hadn't heard it for a long time. And I thought, that's nice, because it's a music on vinyl. Music on vinyl are very... I enjoy their imprints. I know some people don't, but I enjoy them. I thought, I'll get that, because it's like a limited edition. Limited edition, eh? What does that mean? So I was listening to that this morning, and very, very good it was too. It's like I said, it's been a long time since I've heard it. It came after... stretching me back, sorry. But it came after Acadie. And I was listening to it, I was thinking, there's some bits there, some production choices. It reminded me of Peter Gabriel's Us album. And you heard the U2 and you heard Peter Gabriel in the production, more so than Acadie, and that was what was kind of interesting. Because Acadie is very much just Daniel Lenoir doing his thing. I mean, they still get the kind of the big U2 kind of production, but this is the more esoteric side of what he was doing, more ambient, more more air, if you know what I mean. And it was interesting to hear on the vinyls. Garrett says, I'll be deleting the app at midnight. It'll be a challenge, but I'm going to do it. Okay, if that's what you want to do. Really, you should give up smoking or masturbating or whatever it is that you young kids do these days. YouTube's healthy. It's a healthy environment. Everyone should be watching YouTube immediately. Don't. Payne says, hey Payne. He's one of the many Paynes. Martin says, do you think you'd ever be able to go a full year without YouTube or any social media? Well, shall I join you? Shall I stop tonight? Should this be the last one? I'd like to challenge it, but you see, the problem with me is I have an investment in this, because they pay me that sweet YouTube money, and if I stop making videos, there's a chance that my irrelevancy will dip even further. So there's this thing: if you don't create, if you don't constantly upload, not that I do. I do videos now when I feel like it, which isn't very often. There's that thing that, oh God, what if I fall off the map? And I like to have the little bit of YouTube money coming in, because I can do things. I can have a way of chipping away at the various debts I've incurred over the last 6 years. So yeah, I mean, I don't have I mean the social media side of things. If I ever got a proper grown-up job, those accounts would be gone. They'd be gone in a heartbeat. It'd be deleted. Goodbye. I don't feel any attachment, or The only thing with Facebook is it's good when it says, on this day, 6 years ago, you were miserable. I like to be reminded of my misery. It's very good. But no, I don't really care much for social media. It's I tend to use my Twitter more as a news feed. So, if there's any musician shit or music equipment shit, it appears on the Twitter. But Facebook's dead to me anyway, because it's just a mess. It's an unusable mess. So, so I don't know. Yeah. but I'm kind of tied to YouTube, you know. Not that I care for it, you know, because it's just I don't know, it's an immense waste of time, really, isn't it? It's not a platform on which to be discovered. It is a platform where you get buried, you know, now. Not like the old days. Not like when I first started on the YouTubes. But yeah, do it. Delete everything. David says, hope you've digested your pancakes. As the new addition, the acoustic guitar. Yeah, for those who don't follow my other channel, I managed to... Well, I can show you. I can't play it because the kids are in bed. And if I start strumming this, I will wake them up. So I can show you it, but I can't play it, right? Because it is loud. It is an acoustic. This one only gets played in the daytimes. Well, I'll finish my coffee first because I want to knock the coffee cup over. When I've finished, I'll put it over and then I'll show you it. But I shall talk about said guitar. It's a Fender. It's a CD 140 SCE 12 string in natural, and I shall tell you the story. Let me tell you a story, a never-ending story of a guitar. I'm really not feeling it tonight. Oh, this is my last year of my 40s, and this is the last week of it. On Sunday, it's all over for me. I'm finished. I will have crashed my boat upon the shores of irrelevancy and old age as we crash into the 50s on Sunday. I'm scared. I don't want to go there. I don't want to do it. Bits are falling off and I don't like it. I don't want to get old. Nobody told me it would be this way. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, that was it. Guitars. So yeah, I was looking, because what I do, you know, I mean, I know you young guys, all you do, you use the internet for porn. I know that. It's just, you're just wanking. But you get to my age, it's like, the porn just don't cut it. So guitar porn. As Verity, my daughter, says, the best kind of porn is guitar porn. See, she's learnt from the master, because she sees me often watching guitar porn videos on YouTube. What a filthy father I am. I'm totally morally bankrupt. I am. I've completely, completely destroyed my children's faith in me by continually dribbling, salivating over guitars on the internet. So anyway, when I like a bargain. Who doesn't like a bargain? And I saw this guitar advertised second hand, and it was on. Shall I say the company? Shall I say? Yeah, I want that. PMT. Yeah, it's probably the worst name. The worst name in the music websites. PMT. I didn't think the name through. Didn't think it through. But it stands for Professional Music Technology. But PMT. But anyway, they have the second-hand department, and this guitar was on the second-hand department. I was like, I'm in an hour about it, because it was money. It was money. But it's this one's like quite a mid-range guitar, mid-range, high mid-range. I don't know. I've read reviews of it where people say this is comparative to a higher-end guitar. It had favourable reviews, and I was like, and then they knocked another, was it 40 quid off of it? Another 40 quid off of it, and it became irresistible. It was irresistible, thinking, wow, this is all over half price, the list price now, over half price, list price. And the little voice on my shoulder went, do it, Darren, do it. So I did it, and I bought it, and it came, and it's nice, and it's for second hand. It is very sharp. I think it was actually left at the back of the stock room or something. It didn't come with its case. It's meant to have a case when you buy it like properly. but no case. But I suppose I can try and get one. If I save my Amazon vouchers, maybe I can get a case for it. But I've known again. I was because you get I haven't owned a proper 12-string since 2006. 2006. And that was a Fender. And I pulled up that was a JG 12 something or other, and I pulled up the picture. That was second hand. That had a case, and I remember I sold it back in 2006. I think I sold it to get my Godin XTSA, because like I say, I've sold more guitars than I kept. Though I think that has been thrown out the window at the moment. I think I've lost that one. I don't know. So anyway, I got this 12-string. And it's nice. Needed new strings though, because one of the strings like pinged after like a day in, and then I actually felt the string. I could feel it was like very old, because you can tell, not smooth. It was one of the smooth strings. It was a bit knobbly. But once I took the strings off of it and I looked at it, I could see the dust. Especially, I'm thinking this has been in a storeroom or it's not been played for a long time. So I gave it a good clean up, put some new strings on it. Got myself some Ernie Ball lighter gauge strings for my little girly hand, and it's rather nice. I've been recording with it. So that's it. Two things. One thing's more just to try it, and this other thing I've been recording is. It sounds nice. And it goes well with the electric 12 I've got. They kind of really complement each other really well, because you've got this, like I said, this chimey sound of the acoustic. But I'm doing it via the pickup, the Fishman pickup. It kind of complements each other. It's got a nice mellifluent tone. So it's very, very chimey, very chimey. Though I'm probably going to sell my Godin A10 now, because I don't need it. I don't particularly like it. Now, I'm just kind of holding on because it's a rare guitar. And it's like, it's rare, Darren. There's only so many of them have been made, and not making any more. It's a rare guitar, and the keeper in me goes, keep it. It's my precious, rare guitar. But part of me, the logical part of me says, get rid of it. You can get rid of it. Make space. Get another guitar. Get more guitars. Buy more. And more, because this is my midlife crisis, as you've all come to realise and expect. But there you go. Andrew Crane says, I saw you complain on Twitter about The Last Jedi. I agree with you. It was a horrendous film. The new Star Wars movies really sucked, didn't they? Well, I didn't mind. What was the first one? Something happens. I didn't mind that one because it was just an introduction to some new characters in the same universe. But The Last Jedi is just again, I was Ryan Johnson, right? What did he do? Looper. It's an alright film. Bruce Willis. It's alright. Time travel. It's alright. Not as good as 12 Monkeys. Another Bruce Willis time travel film, which is actually now a documentary. I showed that to my daughter the other night. I said, "You watch this." And she really dug it. She was like, "This is good. It's complicated, but this is good." I said, "Yeah, movies are good. Movies are good. You should watch more movies." So and Ryan Johnson also directed a couple of episodes of Breaking Bad, which is a show that I really enjoyed. He did Fly, which is set in one room again, and the Ozymandias episode. Two really interesting episodes. Ozymandias one is when Hank gets it, I think. So I trusted him. I went into the theatre trusting him, thinking it should be interesting. And it wasn't interesting. And from the clunky humour at the beginning and the dopey bombing run thing where what's his name? Ping Pong Tiddly Po gets everyone killed because he's an experienced strategist, and it's like, what? He's get everyone killed, what? And then there's this very slow chase. They're getting away very slowly. Well, there's no. I suppose it's supposed to be tense. Like one of those. Like Das Boot. You remember Das Boot? Very disappointing film because there was a distinct lack of boots in it, wasn't there? Except for the ones that the sailors or submariners were wearing. But I was expecting to be about a big boot, and it wasn't. It was about a submarine. But they called it Das Boot. But it's not a boat, it's a submarine. Possibly a U-boat, but Das Boot? Bit of a stretch, that. Bit of a stretch. But when there's a chase and there's sweat, the depth charges, tension. You know what I'm saying? Maybe old Ryan was trying to aim for that, but there was no tension. And then there was this weird subplot where they had to get someone, and then they get the wrong person, and then he gives them away, and there's, that whole bit could just be. And don't get me started with Luke Skywalker. I get it, but no, it was just a film in which nothing happens, and the start point and the end point, I didn't care for it. A lot of style over substance. When people say it's the best Star Wars film, or it's the, you just go. But then I'm a guy who wasn't a big fan of Empire Strikes Back. It's all right, but I like Return of the Jedi. I love the little Ewoks, man. But you've got to remember, I was like 12 years old when that came out. I like the Ewoks. I think the Ewoks are cool, and it's about little people taking on the Empire. It's a socialist message. Little people rise up against, the workers rise up against our the overseers and bring them down. Socialist message. I've lost all the right wingers. Brexit, hey, leave the EU, hey. Got them all back again. But yeah, it's a bad film, and it caused me not to watch The Rise of the Skywalkers. Yeah, or my part in Darth Vader's downfall, or something like that. I don't know. But I haven't watched that one yet. I bought it. I got it on iTunes on the day it was. I pre-ordered it, and then as the time came, I can't face it. Can't face it. I just think, I might really like it, but I don't think I will. There are so many bits in The Last Jedi that if they'd have gone the other way, like having Finn sacrifice himself, that would have added value to the film. I mean, again, they've completely fucked up the Finn character. It goes from a character arc. You got me talking about The Last Jedi. Oh God, on the Force Awakens, he goes through a character arc where he turns from like coward into hero, and in the beginning of The Last Jedi, he's a bloody coward again. He's running off, and you go, they just rip up all the character development and fling it in here like confetti. And Poe, like I said, he's supposed to be this great fighter pilot. He's a gibbering idiot who gets slapped about, and you go, what? Just what? Because Ryan wanted to subvert our expectations. Nah, not like that. That's not how you say. No, all you do is you completely break. You break characters. You break them. Subverting expectations is when you meet Indiana Jones, right? And the guy does the sword thing, and he pulls out his gun and shoots him. That's subverting expectations, right? Because you expect him to get his whip and disarm him. He doesn't. He pulls his gun out and shoots him. That's subverting expectations. Whereas Rian Johnson, you've got me talking about The Last Jedi. It's raw. It's still raw. It's a bad film. It's not even a good sci-fi film. And that's the same with all those films, because they never introduce anything new. I know you don't like the prequels, but George Lucas, in every movie, introduces a new idea or a new robot or a new spaceship or a new concept or something, new planet. There's something sci-fi, new, yeah, woo wee. You get none of that. And then they did introduce someone, Snoke, and they cut him in half. Yeah, brilliant. Well done. And then because what Rian Johnson does is he actually makes it a trilogy of 2 parts. That film could have been the end of the saga, but then JJ has to come back and retcon a load. I know this without even seeing the film, because I know he had to make 2 films in the third. Am I right? I haven't seen it, but he's had to make 2 films in Rise of the Skywalkers. That's why I call it Skywalkers, because there's 2 films. He has to make 2 films to fix all the mistakes, all the narrative beats in the second film, which was really the third film. Look what you've done, Crane. Look what you've done to me. But anyway, well, I've lost the thing. I've lost it. Oh God, there's so many questions. So many questions. Garrett says, I enjoyed the pancakes video. Pancakes are his favourites, indeed. Walsh says, is that a coffee or pint of stout? It's a coffee. Nate says, do you keep up with any new progressive electronic acts? I feel that one I can't Onio Point Never. What the fuck is that? Reminds me a lot of Tangerine Dream and Jean-Michel Jarre. Very cool stuff. Well, I don't care much for electronic music. It's all bleepy and bloopy nonsense, isn't it? Really. You got your craft work. You got your Jean-Michel Jarre. I'll give you a little bit of Tangerine Dream, and that's it. That's it. And then electronic music is pretty boring after that. Pretty boring. Because Jar did it. He went boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, booty, boo, boo. Booty, boo, boo. And that was it. That's all you needed to do. You need one. And he won. Mankipu says, putting lemon juice on pancakes can only come from someone who puts vinegar on chips. Well, no, it comes from the idea. Again, you put lemon juice on any fried, anything like, or even on fish, you put lemon juice on. Lemon juice on a bit of fried fish. It cuts through the grease, you see. Because why am I explaining to people the use of lemon juice in frying? Jesus, this is what it come to. Trust me on this. And a little bit of sugar. It's just magnifique. I'm sure the French do it. Payne says, I just remembered I forgot to listen to that Master Romantic KC album. I'm really falling down on the job. Well, I'm leaving that to you. Simon says, how are you doing? I'm hanging in. I'm hanging on to life by my fingertips. Karen says, by the way, have you heard from your good friend Tony Banks? Why would I hear from Tony Banks? He's not my friend. I don't understand the comment. Why? Huh? No, I don't know why you would say that. And he says, I like Belladonna by Lanois. Good album, very good album. I have fond memories of when it came out, of lying in the bath. Lying in the bath. Imagine me lying, soapy, nice and lots of bubbles, with my feet hanging out the end because they don't make baths long enough. And the window being open, and this is about bird song, summer eve. Just imagine it. And that album being on in the background. Oh, so I used to have a CD player in the bathroom. Yeah, a CD player in the bathroom. How cool is that? Who remembers that? And it's a good album. Payne's ripping chick career. Munton says Aki's a great one. It is. Luke's in and he said evening. Agatha says, how's the new album coming along? I don't know. Let's have a look in the new album folder. Oh boy. I'm feeling a bit tired at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 tracks, but they're not all being used. 2 I think are getting dumped. I'm not too which 2 yet. One of them, Chorus Delay Trip, I need to write. Well, I've written the lyrics. I need to sing the lyrics on Chorus Delay Trip. But again, the kids might be going back to school on the 8th of March. So, I wanted it done by my birthday, but it may have to just slip. And we just say it was released on my birthday, right? Between friends, because I wanted it when the kids are around. But yes, that's cool. That's a song, a lovely song called Pissing Contest. It's very good. You're going to like it. And that's it really. But yeah, I should really finish it, shouldn't I really? And it's kind of finished. I've just got to kind of beat it into shape. The songs are done. There's nearly an hour's worth of music, but like I said, it ain't going to be an hour long. It's going to be more about 50 minutes. So I've just got to go through and make some decisions, and that's without linking bits. And I want to do some linky bits I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, thanks for asking. Payne says, is it that time? It is the other Payne. Andrew Kane says, I don't smoke. Masturbation on the other hand. Exactly. It's one or the other, isn't it? And Payne says, Darren is part of my healthy diet. Oh dear. I could give you a heart attack. Jack says, see if you can go a year without Periscope. I think I've managed that. I don't use it. This is it. I don't know who does. Charlie B says, hello. Hello, Charlie B. Munton says, yeah, rest in peace, chick. What a huge loss. Yeah. Well, none of us are getting any younger. Munton says, I never smoke, drink or do drugs, especially since it's done enough damage to our family in the past. Oh, you should always have a drink. You should always have a drink with your meal, or at least raise a glass at Christmas or birthdays or whatnot. Don't be utterly teetotal, because those people are boring. Those people are boring, you know. Those people are boring. Don't like those people. Payne says, I only use Facebook because other people I know are still on it. If they weren't, I wouldn't bother with it. Well, I don't even know why I'd use it, really. Because I don't know why. It's just there. It's a mess. It shows me things from 3 days ago, which have passed. It's constantly doing that. Look, Darren, here's this post from 3 days ago, and it's like, why are you showing me this? I already know, because I got that information from Twitter, because it showed it to me as it happened. Facebook is a mess. I hate it. I've always hated it. It's got worse. It's getting worse. It's just irrelevant. But, you know, I've uploaded content on there, like video and pictures, and like I say, it is like a bit of a roving diary, so for some of the times, you know, so it's good for that. But I wouldn't cry if it, I don't know, if it deleted itself. Raphael says, hello Raphael. Freezing below zero and blackouts, but we managed to get here. Yeah, it's warmed up here. It was a balmy 9 degrees here today, and I reckon it may even get into double digits by the end of the week. So I might be in my speedos by my birthday. But yeah, it was pretty chilly here. It was -3, possibly even lower than that overnight. Like it's -6. But it was a bit chilly. Oh, 65 viewers, blimey. We're picking up, aren't we? We're getting a little audience here. Hello, viewers. Hello, everybody. Hello, hope you're having a good lockdown. Hopefully you're not losing your mind. Board games. We did Game of Life on Saturday. Game of Life, the missus won again. Game of Life is a very peculiar board game. None of us really got the idea of the strategy of how you win, and I think she won purely by pure luck. And she finished the game last as well, and still managed to beat us all. And but it wasn't as stressful as Operation. On the leaderboard, the missus is winning. I'm in 3rd place now. Verity's overtaken me, and Herb's still in last place. But yeah, which reminds me, I will have to get a board game for, or maybe we could play one of the other ones. I don't know. Maybe we should do. I want to get Trivial Pursuit, because I know I'd win that one. Easy. But they don't want me to do it. But hopefully you're not in the dark for too long. Andrew says Zuckerberg is a giant, and his company is to society. All social media is a poison to society, because if you got that, then there's Twitter, right? And I don't mind Twitter, but I don't like the trending, because the trending is just it's filtered content. So it's like, oh, transphobe this, gay rights that. You know, I don't care. I'm 50 years old on Sunday. Just a reminder. Remember, folks, get your birthday cards and remember, money in the envelope. All right, don't forget money in the envelope, because Daddy needs a new guitar, right? But it doesn't represent what's really trending, because if you look at these trending topics, they're all decided by bloody editors and whatnot. They're not what's really trending, you know. It's just pushed. It's pushed. Everything's pushed. You know, because I'm a terrible racist and a transphobe and a sexist and a homophobe. We get all that out of the way, you know. We just do all that. But that's what I don't like about this stuff, is it is highly filtered, and you know, and also it allows innocent people to be deplatformed. You know, go after the nut jobs and the, you know, and the Holocaust deniers and all that. But Auntie Ethel, who's in her 70s, who says, you know, a woman is a woman, you know, she gets banned because she's like a turf. It's like, oh, it's just a waste of time, isn't it? It's a waste of time. You know, as I've said before, in the past, men in trousers told women what to do and think. Now, it's men in dresses telling women what to do and think. Because the patriarchy has adapted. It got smart and realised how it could infiltrate all those establishments, you know, and operations where women have become dominant, rightly so, and they've figured a way of getting in there and destabilising them, and, you know, there you go. But if you say that, you're a turf. I say, no, I'm not. Because if you want to transition and you have your meat and two veg whipped off, that's fine, or grafted on from your thigh, that's fine. You do that. Kudos. But a man in a dress shouldn't be allowed into a woman's changing room. That's it. Or a woman's toilet, or a woman's refuge, or a woman's prison, because they're still a man. That's it. I'm just stating the obvious. If you want to call me a turf for that, I'll wear that coat, but I know it's not true, you see. But I have a problem with these men, because what we did... Oh, I'm offline. Oh, someone cut me off. Oh, that... Oh, uh-oh. Hello. Are we back? Hey, we came back. I think there was a loose connection somewhere. Are we still here? Are we still here? No, that's wrong. That's not right at all. Hello? Hello? Are we still here? Oh, that was unfortunate. Hello? Am I still out there? Hello? Are you receiving me at the back? I got kicked out of my own control room there. Oh, it's all gone a bit... Hello? It's all gone a bit weird. There was an error. It says YouTube is not receiving enough video. Well, I'm squirting enough video at it. Something went weird. It all went a bit weird then. But I've been just sitting here talking. But it doesn't matter. So now, I've lost all the questions on the previous stream. Well done, YouTube. Well done. I do love this system, that when you do get kicked out, it opens up a whole new fucking stream when you come back. Well done. Do you remember in the old days when it used to do this? I used to come back into the stream with all the questions. But now it puts me in a new stream, you Wait a minute. Oh, I'm reconnected again. Now, I don't know if this is a problem with OBS. This is fun. This is different. It keeps doodadding. Oh, this is just a load of bullshit, isn't it? Apparently, I'm not connected to the internet. Oh, looks like this is a... Oh, this is... Houston, we have problems. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Houston, we have problems, everyone. Hello? My internet connection keeps pooping out, everyone. So I'm warning you, I might not be here for much longer. We were doing so well. Chris says, have you seen any of Toy Walk's lockdown videos? No. I'll ask you, do you ever stab yourself in the cock with a fork? That's basically what you're asking me. Yes, what you're asking me. No. Oh, son of a bitch. It's done it again. What is going on? What is happening? And why is it doing this? maybe that. Am I here? But he reckons that she still has a great voice, and her husband is a member of some band I've never heard of. Pyramid Head says, looking great for 49. I know, never done a hard day's work in my life, that's why. Andrew says, Darren, I agree with your analysis, but a lot of people would hate hearing that. Well, look, I don't care how you live your life, but do you know how now I come to this conclusion? Because I asked my daughter about it, she's 13 now, but when I initially asked her when she was 12, and I said, well, how would you feel if a man came into your changing room and got his old man out? You know, he's wearing a dress and he's got the wig on or whatever, he's got long hair and the makeup, and it's getting undone, and old man plops out. And she said, I would throw up. I wouldn't want to be in that environment. And that's it. And I asked the missus, what do you think? And she said, nah, that's not good. See, 'cause it doesn't affect me. You know, it doesn't affect me. You know what I'm saying? So I asked them and I gauged my opinion off of them. So that means my wife and my daughter are TERFs. They're transphobes. No, they're not. They're women. And women, I don't know if you notice this, women are sensitive creatures in some respects. They need their own space. You know, there are times in the month when you leave them alone. You know what I'm saying? That's the mystery. That is the fragrant, wonderful mystery of womanhood. And I love it and I want to preserve it. I'm a feminist. You know, that's it. And I think everybody has a right to, you know, privacy. I do. I don't want, you know, if I'm getting changed in a change room, I don't mind getting me cock out in front of the lads and everything. But you know, when there are kids around, when there's boys around, you know, you want privacy. When I were a lad, it was my mum used to take me swimming, but she couldn't take me into the men's changing room, so she used to take me in the women's changing room. So she used to put my hands over my eyes like that, and make sure she could get a cubicle and push me in the cubicle until I got changed, and then she'd leave me out like that again. I died a million deaths. It was just so embarrassing. But it was like, right out like that. And that was it. And I was let out. I never saw anything, you know. But she couldn't take me into... And obviously when I got older, I was only like 6 or 7 at that time. So when I learnt to swim. So that's what I went through. Now, if there was a third changing room area, which was for like... That would make more sense. And I think there should be a third way. There's always a third way for everything. But that's my analysis of it. You can't be an effeminate gay boy anymore. You can't be a butch lesbian girl anymore, because what they do is they get their hooks into these people, these poor children, and they say, you want to be a woman, you want to be a man, and that's how they get into them. Now again, in the 80s we had all the gender benders, we had the Boy Georges and the Marilyns and everything, and it meant nothing. It was exciting, it was interesting, but now you can't experiment. You're on rails. You've got to be one thing or another. And who's dictating that? That's the question everybody needs to be asking. Who is dictating this? Because it never used to be that way. And now everything's got to be rigid and on rails. And it's all coming out of Silicon Valley. Because a lot of these guys with this agenda work at Facebook and Twitter and, you know, whatnot. And it's a real shame, because there are a lot of mixed up kids out there that are getting the wrong information and they're making life decisions that they're going to regret. And again, it's the same reason we don't let children get tattoos. You know, when you're an adult, fine, it's your responsibility. But when you're a kid, I'm 49 and I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So how can I be trusted? How can anyone be trusted? You know, but it's a strange world in which we live. Again, it's a strange world when you have people accusing Boy George of being a transphobe. Just think about that. Just think about that for a minute. One solid minute. And that's the weird world we're in, you know. There is lots of lag, but I think we may have cleared up. I don't know if it's... I'm looking a bit blurry. I think there's issues. There's issues somewhere. You know. And I don't know if it's YouTube or my internet connection. I mean, my router says it's on. But we'll carry on. We'll see what goes on, eh? Sorry, I've missed a lot of the questions. So if your question or your comment has been deleted, please repeat yourself. I'm ever so sorry about this. Rene says, ever thought about an Arturia MIDI keyboard? You also get analog lab with it. I've already got that. I've got all the Arturia stuff because I'm a... It's because I like Nescafe. I'm a bit of a Gareth Hunt. No, I got this M Audio Code 61 thing, and it's got a nice keypad to it, and that's it. Again, got it on offer with a voucher. Do it on the cheap, and that's good enough for me. Yeah. Left break says, yep. Aaron says, still here? Yeah, just about. We're hanging on by the seat of our pants. It's almost like I'm being cancelled. Dun, dun, dun. Did you notice it happened when I started talking about that other stuff? It's like I'm being cancelled, folks. Can you believe it? Who'd want to cancel little old me? Little old me. I'm a lover, not a fighter. I love everyone. You know that. Pyramid says, YouTube doesn't like it. No, exactly. It's a conspiracy theory. Exactly. No one's receiving. No one's broadcasting as well, Andrew. Mancapute says, you've lost a lot of questions in 10 seconds, but I'm still alive. I know. I managed to come back. I know. YouTube's just a bit weird, you know. I remember it goes Peter Hamill covers album. No, I don't know about that. It could be the one with the string fucked up. Sit lower in my chair. Like that. You can see the top of my head. How about that? Hello. Hello there. Hello. Do, 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 do. Is this good? Is this working? Is this the kind of thing you're looking for? I think my daughter's up. My daughter's awake. It's midnight. She should be in bed. I think we've woken her up with all the activity. Was there sync issues? Oh, that's your problem, not my problem. I'm syncing fine. Murdoch says, I'll keep repeating. Too many viewers, exactly. 68 viewers. Jesus Christ, what's happened? 67. Scared them off again. This is weird. I don't like it. It's almost like I'm popular again. I liked it when I was unpopular. It's just the old faithful. Chris Crouch goes, have you? I don't know, Chris. Raphael says, the streaming is holding a bit of lag, but it's up and continuing. Zeb says, what Eno albums is worth buying after 1986? Wrong Way Up, NerveNet, and do you want something ambient? Should we go ambient? Or should we just hit you with... Yeah, we'll go ambient. Something like the Shoot-Off Assembly. Yeah, that'll do you. Most messed up movie I've ever seen. Human Centipede 2. Yeah, Fasano agrees with me. Zeb wants to know if I'll review this. Probably not. Because it's all TV music and it's really kind of boring. It's just boring. It's pleasant. You know, it's inconsequential. Oh yes, you really must buy this for track 10 of CD1, Rottweiler. You must get this for The Beggar and the Thief and The Field of Eternity, excerpts from the original version, which is one for the completists, etc, etc. They're very pleasant records, but again, I wouldn't say they're stuff that I've gone back to. Even when I had them the first time round, I'd play them a couple of times and that was that. You know, I only got them because Brendan told me to do it. If Brendan told you to stick your head in the oven, would you do it? No, because it's an electric oven and I'll probably burn the top of my head. I think I did that last week. Left break said, internet is the kids' parents now. Absolutely right. That's how that's the way I parent. Andrew says, I don't know if it's been deleted, but did I ask you if you thought Star Wars prequels are better than the new trilogy? I've never done a video on those. I've never done anything on those. Oh, you mean the questions? Are they better? Look, I saw all of them at the cinema. I've seen all of them at cinema except for Rise of the Skywalkers. All right, that's what The Last Jedi did to me. And I remember that the joy of the one, you know, the one, Phantom Doodad, Phantom Menace. People come out going, oh, that was great, that was brilliant, oh, that was really different, oh, you know, oh, Lucas has been allowed to, you know, present his vision for the first time. Because you've got to remember, things have moved on a lot with special effects and CGI and everything. And I enjoy it. It's a bit clunky, McClunky even. And that's because George Lucas is McClunky. You just listen to any of the dialogue from the first, fourth, I don't know, the one with the one in, the Star Wars one. You know, the one that was called Star Wars, that one. You listen to his dialogue, it's appalling. He can't write dialogue. Never could. So I liked that one. I thought it was good fun. Pod racing in it. Again, new idea, not seen that before. Double-headed double-headed lightsaber. Not done that before, you know. A guy with a red face that didn't vote for Brexit. Oh, I see what I did there. I appealed to the pro-EU lot. But remember, we're all getting our vaccines, and you're not. Yeah, EU. Yeah. You'll never get back in the EU now, because if there ever is another referendum, the ones, the anti-EU lot are just going to say vaccines, and your vote share will crumble. Just remember that. Screwed the pooch, the EU did. Screwed the pooch. Oh, God damn it, they actually showed themselves up for everything I warned you about. I was right. But again, trade wars. See, EU is the trade war people in the Phantom Menace. Do you see it? And we're Anakin Skywalker. But see how it turns out. He turns into Darth Vader. Oh shit! Didn't think that far ahead. I don't mind the first one. I think it's good romp, good fun. There's ideas in it. It is a kids' movie. Attack of the Clones. Oh, boring, but there are still some ideas in it. I think that's the one where General Grievous is introduced, and he's got the multiple arms. And also you've got the bit with Boba Fett. Isn't it Boba? Bibu Fett? I don't know. And his dad, Jumbo Fett, because he's a big guy, old Jumbo. And that's interesting, because we see the clone people. That's good. And that see on that platform, it's the waves. Sci-fi. You know? Ooh. And I like that bit, but the rest of it is really boring. And I didn't mind the last one. Though I think Anakin's slide should have happened more towards the end of the second one and carried over into the third. Do you know what I mean? It shouldn't have been all in the third one. It should have been a bit more. It kind of, you know what I mean. But they got ideas in them. I watched them with the kids, right? I watched. I don't know if Herb counts. I don't think Herb was actually. I watched them with Verity, and this is when they were little, and Verity really enjoyed them because she liked the animals and the weird stuff, and you know, oh, that's good. I like the robots. You know, it's like the bit with the robots. Yeah, you see, because you ask the kids. It's like get kids to watch Doctor Who. They'll tell you if it's good or bad. It's not for me, because I'm going to be 50 soon. But yeah, I didn't mind. Like I said, I didn't mind Force Awakens. I thought it was a good reintroduction, and it had all the beats of all those films. You know, I didn't mind it. And I liked the ending. I thought the ending was kind of good, even though big Death Star thing again. Oh, but you know, it's what they do. They keep building Death Stars. It didn't work the first time, so we just build a bigger one. Just keep building a bigger one until we get it right. Make it really big. Make it the size of 2 planets. You know, but again, Lucas, he was a man of ideas, and I know not all of them works, but sci-fi should be about ideas, and there aren't any ideas in the Last Jedi. The only new idea is Luke milking a sea cow. That is the only new idea that's presented, because we've not seen that before. Where did the blue milk come from? We didn't want to know. Nobody wanted to know. See, couldn't have that little bit of that. Couldn't. Yeah. There's always got to be an explanation. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. started me on Star Wars. Grant says, most young social media influencers want or demand changes, whether it is bad or good for society's well-being, I find. Well, again, I think there's this idea of let's destroy everything, but they don't know what to replace it with. Again, you're already seeing it. Is the Generation Z people are fighting back against the millennials, which is kind of funny, you know. So us Generation Xers are standing there going, I expected this was going to happen. And you're going to see a lot. All this is a phase. We're moving in phases. Look at the 80s. We went through a very political period in the 80s. I've said this before. You know, comedy, alternative comedy, various rights. And it was a good thing. It was progressive. Things needed to change because we come out of the 60s and the 70s. You know, you wanted all the change in the 60s. It never really happened in the 70s because we had a long period of stagnation. Then we had a lot of change again in the 80s, not only just social but technological, financial, a lot of change. We hit the 90s and we kind of returned back to the 70s again. You know, so we have like the return of Benny Hill humour and lads mags and stuff like that. Then in the noughties, there's a kind of a vacuum, and everyone's kind of confused because it's the turn of the millennium, and everybody's like, "Oh, what should we do? What should we do?" And then we enter this, like the tens, which we're out of, and everyone's like, "Well, we're doing the 80s again, woohoo!" You know. So that means this next period will be the 90s again. So we're going to see a fight back. It's a constant cycle of bullshit. Doesn't affect me. Nothing affects me because I live in my own universe. Simon says, even then, I was hoping your review of the songs of Distant Earth will pop in my feed. Oh, Simon, you don't want me to do that, do you? You don't want me to do that, do you? Really? Andy says, thoughts on yes. Going for the one. I'm going for the one. Listen to that. Something like this. What's the words? I've forgotten the words, Steve. I didn't write them down. No, sorry. I didn't write the words down, Steve. But I'm going for the one. Though the missus sings it, there's a hole in Larky's bum. And I've just ruined it for you. That's what the missus sings. She sings, there's a hole in Larky's bum. There you go. And I've now ruined that album for you. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. What? I mean, I've done a review of it, so seek out the review. Payne says, this is like back in the day when we used to reel in the views. Exactly. It's weird. Don't like it, Payne. Don't like it. Helen's here. He says, YouTube was showing auto 144p. I refreshed and it's now showing 480p. Well, that's just amazing because I am putting out, I'm hitting 1080p at 60 frames here. That's what I'm putting out. So something's up somewhere. There is obviously a glitch in the matrix. I'm squirting data everywhere, folks. You might want to go and watch this on Periscope. Or Twitch. Remember, folks, you can watch me on Twitch. It's twitch.com/EchoNet. Go there if this ever fails. Because Twitch is my backup. Not everyone uses it. One day we'll do a Twitch night. We'll just do Twitch. We'll just all head over there. Andrew says, I think NerveNet is pretty good. A bit iffy in places, but enjoy record. I didn't get it when it first came out. I was like, what the holy... And I didn't get it. I remember it took me a long time to get it. And again, I think it was just a real a bit ahead of a curve, you know, because there's a lot of rhythmic stuff in it that you saw bands like Radiohead pick up on a lot later. Yeah, it went a bit wonky again. Hello? Am I still here? Hello? Am I still here? Hello, everyone? Am I still here? Oh, it went again. Right. Thankfully, the chat's still there. Hooray! Gabriel says, do you like Coltrane? Love Robbie Coltrane. He's the best. I liked him in Tutti Frutti. I liked him in Cracker. He's quite good in Nuns on the Run as well. That bit in the showers with the naked nuns. That was good. Lenin says, there go all my questions. You're wrong, Lenin. It came back. Should you try it on land? Yes, you should. It's a very interesting album. Well, it's not. He's trying to evoke landscapes. And that's the interesting thing. Because do you feel like you're of the land? Ajax says, remember when swimmer Sharon Davis got a bollocking for saying trans women have an unfair advantage over female runners? Yeah. It's obvious just on bone structure alone. They want trans women rugby players to play women in rugby. You're going to see women getting killed. You're going to see people's necks being dislocated, spinal injuries. It's ridiculous. It can't be done. It can't be done. It's dangerous. But by all means, have a trans women rugby league, do you know what I'm saying? And they can beat the shit out of each other. But no, it's simple biology, and people don't get it. And they're trying to deny what biology is. And as I always say, you can live your life as a woman. But if, for example, you die horribly in a house fire and they find your remains, they're going to look at the size of your pelvis. Or if there's a bit of flesh left, they're going to test it and they're going to say, that was a fellow, and vice versa. If they find you in the forest and they find your remains in a dress, they're going to not look at the dress and go, this is a woman. They're going to look at the remains and go, that was a man, that was a woman, depending on what's left behind. And this is it. And you can argue that till the cows come home. That's biological truth. And people are trying to bend biological truth to their own will. And they're up there with the Holocaust deniers. I put them in the same category. Because it's insane. And none of us are saying you can't live the life how you want. You can. But there are certain boundaries. There are certain boundaries that need to be respected. And nobody wants these boundaries. And if you say that, you're anti that. And you go, no, I just don't want you, that man in a dress, getting his cock out in front of my daughter in a changing room. That is the bottom line. That's all I'm asking. That's all I'm asking of you. Yeah? That's all I'm asking. There you go. Lenny says, I love it how you commonly call music boring. It is. Music's boring. People are boring. Martin says, even doing. Where do you reckon I'll start with David Sylvian and Michael Brook? At the beginning, do everything chronologically. That's how you should, because if you want to see how an artist develops or if they repeat themselves, do it chronologically. And don't let the album that you're listening to put you off of the next album. Just remember that. That's all you've got to do. And now with streaming, you don't even have to invest any money. You can just sit there and lap it up. Like that. Yeah? Is that good? That's good. Lenin says, which leads me to ask, what music excites you? Oh, Lenin, obviously my own. My own. Obviously my own. Renee's off to bed. Have a lovely sleep. Andrew says, did you like Solo? Yes, I did. I thought it was good. I thought it was a good sci-fi romp. I enjoyed it. And Alden, whatchamacallit, is a fucking fine actor, and it's a shame that his career kind of got sidelined. Watch him in Brave New World. He's very good. He's a really good actor. And I thought Solo, I watched it on a Sunday afternoon, laying on the sofa, and some of it's obvious, some of it's a little bit on the nose, but it was fun. It was a heist movie. It was this, that, and the other. It tried to do things. I've done it again. You son of a bitch. Oh. Hello? Are we back? Are we back in the room? Are we back in the room, everyone? Hello? Hello? This is great. Am I here? Am I here? It says I'm streaming. Is it YouTube? Is it YouTube? I don't know. I don't know if it is YouTube. I don't know what's going on. Oh boy. Am I here? Am I here? Yes, I think I'm back. But yeah, it was a good romp movie. And I've gone again. This is just wonderful. This is just the best. Isn't it just? This is just the best. Do, 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 do. Hello, everybody. Open widget. What's that widget then? I keep getting an error message. Let me just... I'm going to see if I can... I'm going to see if I can fix this. Oh no, it's working. Is it working now? I think it's working. David asked, what happened to my neighbours? They're not living here. They're living somewhere else, but they're still pretending that they live here. They put the light on automagically. It's very strange. I don't know. I don't care. I've got a quiet life. I have a wonderful quiet life. But no. The guy said, I don't like it. I'm moving. To which I said, fine. I don't care. Well, I didn't. I said it in my head. I just looked at him blankly as if to say, thank fuck for that. I will bake you a pie. A celebratory you're leaving pie. Look, I don't mind people, but I don't like people that are in my face, and he's just a pain in the ass. He's one of those people that just wants to be in your face all the time. And yeah, like I said, when I saw him trying to stop his girlfriend from leaving with his daughter, and he's laying in front of the car and then threatening with a knife or a screwdriver and stabbing the car's tyres. And I can hear this going out. He thinks that no one can hear him. I'm just going to bed and I see all this happening at like midnight or half midnight on a Saturday. Well, it'll be Sunday morning. And I'm thinking, oh fuck, this is my neighbour. Great, whoopee. I have a coercive, controlling arsehole for a neighbour. And he wonders why I don't want to be his friend. I wonder why. I don't know. Because you're an arsehole. But there you go. Andrew's getting his vaccine. Good luck. Remember, it's your arm, not your arse. Just remember that. In the arm, not in the arse. So don't go in there and drop your trousers, mate. It's the arm they want. Arm. And then he says, as I was saying, I've tried of cannabis being stigmatised. Yeah, but you shouldn't. You shouldn't be smoking it, man. Not in your condition. You don't need any stimulants or depressives. If you're on the autistic spectrum, lead a clean life. Just sensory overload should be enough for you. Okay? That is my sermon. If you ain't getting through, we're done here. You understand? Pyramid said, Jumbo Fat. That's how I like the frets on my guitar. Jumbo Fat. Left Broke Runner said, the guy went to sleep in the live stream. 25 watched taking bed when he woke up. 45 minutes later. Cool. Fasano says, Attack the Clones was boring. My girlfriend and I fell asleep. It is a bit dull. Then he says, Return of the Jedi is my all-time favourite. Yeah, I like the first one. I like that one. Andrew says, my problem with The Force Awakens, it was way too similar to New Hope. Nowhere near enough plot variation. Again, I think they were pitching it to a younger audience. People might not necessarily have seen Star Wars. Yeah, I know some of it was a bit on the nose, but how many films have done that kind of thing where they've picked up the plot, all those years later, I mean, it's not like Phantom Menace where you just come in and it's like a crawl and they're trading boundaries and everyone's like, what? He did a what? Huh? And it just introduces a whole new universe of stuff that you don't know. JJ took the other way. He went with the warm slippers and a cup of cocoa. We're just going to ease you into it. It's going to be okay. And then Ryan Johnson came along and smashed it all up. He got the train set and he smashed it and he jumped on it and he took a big shit on it. And then he handed it back to, was it Colin Trevorrow? He went, here you go. And Colin went, oh, I wanted Luke Skywalker. Oh, what? He broke it all. And that's what really happened. Though Colin Trevorrow's script is kind of interesting. He does do an interesting thing on it. So it would have been interesting. Jack says, oh yeah, episode X is 4.5 hours long because there's a scene where Rick Wakeman joins the Cantina Band. Going for the one. Do I like the newer Star Trek movies? Khan! Makes no point. Makes no sense. Don't get it. First one was okay-ish. Second one was bullshit. Magic blood. Give me some of that magic blood. And the third one, it was an all right. It was okay, kind of romp, but I like Star Trek Discovery though. Oh no, you like Star Trek Discovery, and I hate Picard. Oh no, he liked the wrong one. Munton says, the one with John Anderson. Oh yeah. Lenin says, I hope you do more cooking videos. Problem with cooking videos is people say, I wouldn't do it like that. You did what? That looks disgusting. Yet I've never poisoned my family to this day. So, and the kids like my food. They go, that was delicious. Because I know they get a good beating if they say they didn't like it. Because that's how I run things here. That last bit was a joke, just in case people take me seriously. Because I'm never serious. But no, I mean, I've did a couple of them. I want to do more, but then you get tired of people having a go at you because they get a lot of traction. Well, I don't know if they will this time around, but the first time around, the roast beef one got really a lot of traction. It was like, you do it like that, and it's like, yeah, you do your gravy like that. Well, because I have one of those halogen hobs, and I can't put, because in the old days when I had a gas hob, I used to do it proper way with the meat juices and the gravy browning, and I used to heat it on the hob. I can't do that with a halogen hob because it just it's dangerous, So yeah. Anyway, so I cheat. I just use gravy granules. I'm sorry. All right, I'm sorry. I'm not Gordon fucking Ramsay. All right, but that's the hob I've got. I've got a safe halogen hob which Herb, when he was a kid, when he was younger, couldn't turn on. Because I think we had a gas hob or electric one we cut. I think electric hob, which is so I had to rip that out and put halogen one on. And that changes the entire gravy experience. It's not my fault. It's the tools which I'm given. Yeah. If I had my way, I'd have an Arga. But I haven't. Lenin's making plans to get a PS5 in May. Good luck with that. Munton says, do you still do gaming streams? Nah, I don't know. I played the Star Wars game, Fallen Order, with Cal Kestis. I love that game. It's brilliant. I waited for it to drop in price to about 12 quid because I'm a cheap bastard. I waited a year for it to be on sale in the Xbox store for the right amount of money, and I completed it. And about 3 days after I completed it, they released a patch which made it all snazzy on the Xbox One X, the one I've got, the new one, which I bought accidentally. You've heard that story before. You bastards. It's all snazzy now. It's all Xboxy. Peter says, bit disappointed in your pancake video. They were fine, but I expect something more progressive. Exactly. NerveNet is a challenging record, it is. Pinks is in. Whoops, where have we gone? Chat, God, Jesus. What happened? I'm in and out of here, man. The lag is just crazy. Andy says, what's your least favourite UK regional accent? Probably Norfolk. Because Norfolk was my downfall. You've brought it all back. Yeah, things certainly hit the fan, didn't they? Crane says, I've got something to say about Stephen Wilson. Oh God, here we go. I've been a fan for so long, but this new album is so bad I'm starting to come your way of thinking. There's nothing wrong with that. A lot of his music is complaining, exploring themes already explored. Look, if you're gonna do it, bring something new to the table. Seriously, bring something new. If you're gonna do a song, excuse me. If you're gonna do a song, look, I've done this song, see, because look. If I had a trumpet, I'd be like Steve Howe, I'd be blowing my own trumpet, right? But I've written this song. It's a fantastic song, and it's an ode. Yeah, an ode to middle age. It's called Man Down. Go and listen to it. It's out there somewhere. It's on YouTube. It's on the music. It's everywhere. But go and listen to it, right? And it's about what happens when you get old, right? And I'm trying to write this song from the experience of someone who's getting old, who's hurtling towards the singularity that is, well, you know, death. You know, and I wrote this lyric, and it's kind of catchy, and it's got a point, and I want men to hear this song and go, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. But I don't think Stephen Wilson could ever write that song, because he doesn't feel anything. It's all a fake. Whereas I write something, I mean it. You know what I'm saying? The lyrics are real. They come from a place of experience and reality. Whereas I hear a song of his and it's so inconsequential. I don't understand why anyone would even want to listen to his stuff. I'm sorry. It's a waste of your time. But that's diluted culture. Oh, look at him. He got to number 4 and then he went out to number 80 the following week, and that's the last you'll ever see of that album until it gets Best Album of the Year in Prog magazine. Of course. But yeah, I mean, look, Man Down, right? I've got the lyrics. Let me get the lyrics up for you. Yeah, let me get the lyrics up, and I'll read you the lyrics, right? I can't find the lyrics now. What's it called? It's got a different name. It's called Nitty Gritty, right? This is the lyrics to Man Down. Another year passes, your life's in a mess. You look in the mirror and see the distress. Nobody warns you about the toll it takes, but it's all mapped out in the lines on your face. You never remember the plans you never made, all the pointless things that got in your way. You've worked yourself half to death, all that time wasted, and it makes no sense. Another year older, another permanent frown. Another nail in the coffin, another man down. Another step closer, another irritated scowl. Another nail in the coffin, another man down. You used to think it would all make sense, but as time goes by, it makes no difference. So much for that experience. You can't get it up, it just gets you down. The hairy nostrils, the disgusting jowl. Can you remember? It wasn't long ago. You were young and virile, top of the show. But time is cruel, and time doesn't care. But at least you don't need a comb when you've got no hair. Another year older, another permanent frown, another nail in the coffin, another man down. Another step closer, another irritated scowl, another nail in the coffin, another man down. Hey, hey, isn't it a pity? No one warned you about the nitty gritty. Hey, hey, isn't it a pity? No one warned you about the nitty gritty. You're all alone, without a pally. Watch out, son, you're in Sniper's Alley. I said, watch out, son, you're in Sniper's Alley. Your marriage is fucked. You're on the shelf. You couldn't satisfy her. You couldn't satisfy yourself. Nothing is fun. Nothing is appealing. You've got to the point where you've got no feelings. You can't turn back the clock to a different time. When things were different, you knew your own mind. You're stuck in the now, and your clothes don't fit. You lose some weight, but your breath still stinks like shit. Another year older, another permanent frown. Another nail in the coffin, another man down. Another step closer, another irritated scowl, another nail in the coffin, another man down. You want to be interesting, you want to take a hobby, but the garden needs weeding and that's so fucking boring. Maybe you'll find love on the internet, but there's only catfish there to get your ding-dong wet. Then you realise all your friends are dying. They're the same as you, but they're no longer crying. You're going to funerals, singing their praises, but it won't be long before you're pushing up the daisies. Another year older, another permanent frown, another nail in the coffin, another man down, another step closer, another irritated scowl, another nail in the coffin, another man down. Hey, hey, isn't it a pity? No one warned you about the nitty gritty. Hey, hey, isn't it a pity? No one warned you about the nitty gritty. You're all alone without a pally. But watch out, son, you're in Sniper's Alley. I said, watch out, son, you're in Sniper's Alley. And Stephen Wilson could never do that because he thinks he's an artist. You know, that's it. And that comes from a place of reality, you know. That's what I'm writing about because that's where I'm at, you know. So there you go. Pink says, have you read Good Animal putting out a covers album? No, I haven't. All I read about Animal is moaning about Brexit has fucked him up and he can't tour Europe. Nothing about him being, I don't know, 120 years old and needing a vaccine jab, you know, before he can even leave his fucking house. But hey, it's Brexit. It's ruined his career. Nobody cares. A lot of self-entitled whingy musicians not actually realising that they're the fuckers who spread this virus around the planet in the first place. You know, remember, the rich travelled the world so they could infect the poor and kill them all off. No one's talking about that. I'll have to check that out. But no, I don't. I live in this floaty world where I take the dog for a walk and I listen to Daniel Lanois, and then I drink my coffee and I put my feet up, and then I'll think of some more words to write, you know, and I'll just check on the kids and talk to them and make sure they're okay, you know, and you know, it's just, I don't care. Who cares? Music's boring. It's boring. If Hamill doesn't cover the Laughing Gnome, it's going to be all for naught. You know that. All for naught. Tom Hanks, so you go out and then come back cursing at YouTube. What else is there to do? I don't even know how long we've been doing this. Because according to this, I've only been alive for 20 minutes. So I don't know how long I've been on. What time is it? 25 to 1. So I've probably been on about an hour and 15, 20, I don't know. Learning says, I've been using medical pot to treat my depression. That's nice. I told you, have a wank, take the dog for a walk. Works for me. But remember, don't. No. Anyway, yeah. Paranormal, yeah. Art of Noise. Max Headroom. Headroom. Yeah, it's a bit weird, isn't it? Where are we? Let's get through. Yeah. Lennon says, yeah, all right, Lenny. Yeah, but you're supposed to be autistic, right? You're supposed to be autistic. I don't think medical marijuana is going to help your headspace, all right? It's not going to help you. You know, stay away from stimulants, stay away from depressants. You know, don't drink, don't smoke. You know, you got to keep a clean head. You need to be taking up yoga and a meditation. That's what you need to be taking up. But you're not going to listen to me because you're in love with the idea of the artists making great music while off their titties. And that's bullshit, because if you're off your tits, you can't play. Oh, why do they think this? It's just so stupid. Oh, but it's that romantic idea that, oh, look, they took speed. Yeah, look what happened to Sid Barrett. That worked out well. There's a number of bloody acid casualties out there. Well done. It blew my mind. Oh, wow. Oh. Twats. Your mind is the only thing you fucking got. Because if they cut your arms and legs off, where else do you exist? In your fucking head. Yeah. Mr. Dan says, are you an ale or lager fan? I don't know. I'm not really an ale. Well, when I was young, I used to drink Newcastle Brown Ale by the bucket load, and I haven't drunk that in years. Then that's kind of cidery kind of thing. Again, see, when I drink, I tend to do it on a summer's afternoon with a meal out in the pub garden. So it's usually like a cider or a lager beer. But yeah, so pretty boring really. So that's that. Andrew says, well, what is it with Ryan Johnson's name? Ryan is spelled with a Y and not a fucking I. It's because his real name's Brian, he knocked the B off. He's Brian Johnson. But Brian Johnson is AC/DC. Yeah? So he's Ryan, not Brian. I'm joking, I don't know if that's true. Could be true. Sounds like it'd be true. Has anyone seen the Star Wars Holiday Special? Asked Ajax. They did a new one, didn't they? They did one on the Disney Plus channel. Was it Lego or something? I don't know. Something like that. Oh god, the questions are gone. The questions are gone squiffy. I've got to find where we are. Does anyone remember the Survivors TV series, says Left Break Vinyl, where a virus spreads around the world? You should watch Last Man on Earth. The actual, is set in 2020, though it was filmed quite a few years back. And that's like a documentary, and that is a cold virus. Yeah. What's my favourite sci-fi film? 2001. Hey, Lenny got a checkup. Good for you. You're gonna live. Excellent. I'm really pleased for you. That's good. That's sensible. That's good. Well done. Ajax says, lucky backy makes you paranoid. My old mate smoked it, moved away for about 8 months, came back and he was mega paranoid. People don't get that. Again, this is not the marijuana you had in the 60s. This is high, concentrated skunk, and that stuff can literally lift the top of your head off and flip it over. And it would be nice if everyone could do what they wanted. In my world, I would legalise all the drugs, and there'd be processed so you knew exactly what was in them. And if you wanted a mild buzz, you could have a mild one, or you could have a strong one. And it'd be taxed, and all that money would go back to treating all the addictions, and you'd be able to get coke, and you'd be able to get heroin, and uppers and downers and speed and LSD, and it'd all be there for you, and it'd all be, medically tested, so you're not getting, flour cut into it. That's what fucks your veins up. That's what gives you all the cancers and the ulcers and things that burst. Nasty. Some drug dealers, they store the drugs not only up their own rectum, but sometimes they have a dog and they pop it in the dog's rectum too. I don't want something that's been in the dog's rectum. There you go. But anyway, enough of that fun and games. But if I ruled the world, it would be regulated and everyone would be safe, and it'd get boring, and then no one would do it because it's boring. And all the drug dealers would be fucked, and they wouldn't be stabbing each other on the streets of London and having turf wars. And I'd legalise prostitution too, and that'd get rid of all the Albanians and all those bastards that are people trafficking and smuggling poor women in and making them work. I'd change the world, but I'm not. I'm just here talking to you. I'm boring old Darren, because I'd make a change. I'd make people's lives better. The politicos don't. And that's why you ended up with Trump, and that's why you ended up with Brexit, because for the last 20 years, nothing has improved. Andrew says, your licorice are very good. Thank you. 12 things I forgot is good. That's about it. That's the limit. I'll give you that one. Do I like Pete Hamilton in the back room? Yeah, I do. Dun dun. Because you have got the VDG that on the box album. There is a VDGG version of that. They used to play it live in the black room. Yeah. I only drew a tarot, and the tarot was a star or something. I can't remember the lyrics now. Dun, dun. It's very much a VDGG song. Somebody said, wasn't it Tim Brennan said, do Peter Hamill reviews. He wanted me to do a Magma review. It's like, really? No one listens to Magma. Only Steve Davis listens to Magma. Liam said, good lyrics. I'd buy it on vinyl for $34.99 from HMV. You'd have a hard time, because I haven't got a following enough to get, 100 vinyls pressed for 1,200 quid. Because if I did, I'd do it, but I can't, so I won't. And then I'd have 90 copies of the vinyl around the house, and the missus would say to me, Darren, I keep tripping over all these copies of L by you, and I'm sick of looking at all your face on these records. What are you going to do with them? And then I'd have to end up throwing them in the dump or something, And then there'd be a news report about, I don't know, environmental catastrophe, and there'll be a picture of a seal with one of my records stuck in its throat, and I go, look at this record. He's choking on, what is this? A copy of L by Darren Locke. Who? And then that's what'll happen. That's what'll happen. Trust me. Anderson says, it's a human experience. You're right. Good, sir. Steve Wilson's name is terrible from his previous work. What is he doing? I don't know. What's my favourite Peter Hamill song? Imperial Zeppelin. Oh, it's so imperial. Oh, it's so imperial. Love that song. Pink says, I think Bill Collins said that in his autobiography he didn't do drugs or alcohol before playing because it's really demanding. And he got drunk once at Genesis. He had too much to drink before a Genesis gig, and he said he ended up playing 3 inches to the left of all the drums, and so he's missing everything. And he vowed never again. He said he'd do after the show. That's what they do, after the show. Not before or when they're recording, because you can't physically nail down a performance when you're off your tits. Yeah, you sound good in your own head, but the reality is, fuck me, he's appalling. More appalling than usual. But that is what Phil said, you know. Listen to Phil. That old Bill. Bill. Where are we? Have I seen Lars von Trier's movies? Yes, I've seen... What one have I seen? I haven't seen the one with Willem Dafoe in. I keep wanting to see that, but it's never on anywhere that's free. Because I'm a cheap bastard. It's not on Netflix and it's not on Amazon. But I saw Melancholia, which I really liked. I really enjoyed it because Kirsten Dunst... and then I felt guilty about it because Kirsten Dunst. But that's good. That's about a cataclysm, you know. Spoilers. That's good. And I saw... was it The House That Jack Built? Which is interesting. And then I saw... Oh, God, back in the day I saw... Is it The Idiots? They showed that on Channel 4 one night. So I wouldn't say I'm a Lars von Trier's expert, but, you know, if they come my way, if they appear free, because The House That Jack Built was free on Amazon Prime, so I was on that one. But if any of these other ones are available, I will try and watch them, but they've got to be free. I'm not paying to watch them. Oh dear, not terrible. I'm not paying to watch them. Mountain wants to know if Peter Hamill was covering Beatles, which one would suit him best? Yellow Submarine, obviously. Or Octopus's Garden. I want to be under the sea, an octopus's garden in the shade. I just unleashed my Peter Hamill then. Where are we? Jim Jarmusch. Crikey. I've seen a couple, but I kind of got a bit bored with him. He did that zombie one recently, didn't he? With Adam Driver. Oh, he's so dishy. Oh, Adam Driver. Let me see. What have I seen? Down by Law, I think I saw years ago. I'm just looking. Talking Head, Storytelling Giant. I saw that. Mystery Train. Oh, Night on Earth. That reminds me of something. But that was, again, a long time ago. This was all like 90s, wasn't it? I watched Ghost Dog once, late one night. That's the one with what's his name in it? Forrest Whitaker. That's my impression of Forrest Whitaker. I know. It's a bit near the. He was in Rogue One, wasn't he? Notice if you watch the trailers, his hairstyle changes from Rogue One trailers to what he was in the film. I love me some Forrest Whitaker. What else is there? Broken Fly, I ain't seen that. So yeah, I kind of zoned out at that point. So yeah. Munton says, do you think you'd be interested in a Bee Gees album review? Maybe Saturday Night Fever. Do you remember they did Sergeant Pepper's movie? I mean, I'd like to see that again. I remember seeing it as a kid, and enjoying it because I was a kid, right? And yeah. Grant says, I never play my guitar under anything that ruins my creativity. Exactly. Ajax says, yes, look what happened to poor Peter Green. He never recovered from that bad trip. Exactly. It unlocks parts of your mind, right? You know, there are parts of your mind that need to be closed. Right? There is a place in here that is dark and deadly, and it should never be unlocked. I've been there. I went there once. Went there twice. Again, I was talking to the missus about it. First time was when I had a dental procedure. I had to have 4 teeth out to have my teeth straightened, and they gave me the good shit. It was back in the 80s when they used to use opioids and things that were kind of cocaine derivatives. And my nan said, "You had the good shit," and it turned me into a fighting guy. I started fighting the dentists, and this is somebody who was like, I don't know, I was like a 7 stone streak of piss, and they had to call another male dentist in to hold me down because I started wanting to fight everyone. I was demanding that they put the teeth back in my head because they were good teeth, and it was very embarrassing. I didn't know. When I came around, I had no idea what was going on, and someone slipped me a Mickey once when I was on a business trip, and the missus said I went to a very bad place then, and that stopped me from really drinking ever again after that, because at the time I thought I'd had too much to drink, but it wasn't, because I didn't have a hangover, and and we think that it was one of her work colleagues had put something in a drink I had, because I crashed really quickly. I went, and I hadn't been drinking that much that night because I was with her work colleagues. I was on my best behaviour, and I know how to behave myself, But that unlocked a dark place. So you don't understand. No one has a full understanding of the human mind. I would never want anything to happen to my mind that happened to Peter Green or Sid Barrett, and that's my choice. If you want to do it, that's your choice. But don't come to me asking for advice, because I'm going to say don't do it. Because it will change you fundamentally, and you'll think you're doing a great thing. And it's the same with alcohol and every other stimulant or depressive. It changes you if you. But the problem with some of these things is the change is permanent. Change is permanent. Lenny says, "I love your views." Well, I love you too, Lenny. I care about you, man, and I don't want you to do anything stupid. I don't want you to do anything stupid. Just be sensible. There are other ways. There are other ways of coping. And when this is all over and everyone can, seriously investigate yoga and meditation. You can unlock your mind just with meditation. You can go to amazing trips. Become a Buddhist. Seriously, join a local Buddhist place, and they'll help you unlock the doors of your mind. But you don't need drugs to do it. It all comes from up here. Do that. Crane's off. See ya. Have a good one. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. How about a bad cover version of Peter Zeppelin? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Clifford T. Ward. Was I ever into his stuff? That's true. No, just what I'd heard on the Charisma box set. I wouldn't say it's something that. I'll get them maybe one day. I don't know, but it didn't reach out to me. Walkabout is a really great film, right? Here's another film made the same year called Waking Fright. It's on BFI Player at the moment, and I showed the missus it, and that is a really good film. Great parallels between Walkabout, psychologically speaking, and Waking Fright. Very good. But also Waking Fright, a lot of that, some of the imagery in that was kind of adopted in Razorback by Russell Mackay, the film he did before Highlander. Do check that one out. That is great fun as well. Thoughts on the Living Dead movies? Yeah, they're alright. I wasn't some of the biggest zombie movie fan, but Romero invented the genre. They're okay, They're okay. They're okay. I respect them for what they are. Pink says, thoughts on Gordon Ramsay? He's all right. He's a bit of a pussycat, really. It's all an act. You know, but you know, he puts it all on. He's better than Jamie Oliver. Pucker, look at that, it's Pucker. I'm the native chef, I am. Look at that, Pucker, it's Pucker. Look, little bit of bish bash boss. It's Pucker. Everything Pucker. No more turkey twizzlers for you. It's Pucker. Payne says, we've got one brain, we need to look after it. Exactly. Indeed, investigate Buddhism, Lenin, and I think that's where we're ended now. I think you've had a lot of me tonight, in bits, broken bits, like broken biscuits. I've been tonight. I've been all over the place. Thank you for watching. I will look forward to all the birthday cards that you've sent me, and all the money that you've sent me inside the said birthday cards, and we'll do this all again next time. And next time I will be older, and I would have visibly changed. I'm an old man. I never did show you the 12 string. Oops, sorry. Maybe next time. Remember, if you can't be good, be safe. But more importantly, don't tell your mother.